Hey, I'm Spektor Baal and welcome to my channel. First I'd like to say Happy Samhain. Happy Halloween. In this video I will be talking about a bit of Evocation, Invocation, and Demonolatry. Demonolatry is a method of invoking the demon, becoming familiar with the demon, not using angelic names to control the demon. Now, with the Lesser Key of Solomon, it's different. You use angelic names to control the demon, to ask the demon to do your bidding. I'm not really a big fan of this method. But before we continue, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Click on that notification bell to be alerted when a new video is available. Also, I'd like to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel. My channel has grown a bit since I released the Goetia synthwave video. I'm very, very humbled and very happy that it hit 41K and continues to grow. I will be putting more content like that out. If you want to support the channel more, I am adding t-shirts to the channel. Everything from the t-shirts will be invested into the channel to bring you better content. More magic, more music, more gothic synthwave. Anyway, let's continue about the discussion between Lesser Key of Solomon magic and Demonolatry. So, with Demonolatry, you invoke the demon. You do not use angelic names to control the demon. Now, I've done both. And I will say I prefer Demonolatry than using the Lesser Key of Solomon to deal with Goetic demons. Why? Because I feel it gives respect to the demon. When I did Lesser Key of Solomon work, I felt that I was not giving enough respect to the demon. I would use angelic names because I would worry that the demon would harm me in some way, that I would need some sort of protection. That fear would come over me, and that would make the situation worse. It would make the situation worse because I would be creating that fear in front of me, and this egregore or this thought of fear would surround the spirit that I'm calling, and I wouldn't be seeing the true spirit. I would be seeing the energy of the spirit and the element of my egregore or fear onto the spirit. So that's why I don't suggest reading too much into how the spirit could harm you or do this or do that. Now, before doing any demonolatry work, invoking the spirit or Goetic demon, I was worried. I was worried because I've never done that. I thought that was, that's a no-no, don't ever do that. But there were a couple of spirits. For instance, the first spirit that I've ever invoked was Lilith. Since I've worked with her, she's not really considered a Goetic spirit from what I understand, but she's a dark one. And since I already had a relationship with her, it was easier to invoke her. Now, a Goetic spirit that I have invoked constantly was Baal. And very strong energy. It felt very, very dark. And what I mean by dark, imagine yourself sitting in an abyss of blackness, and floating while you have an image of the Goetic entity in your mind, speaking to you. Now, this might sound a bit scary, but this is advanced work. I don't really suggest doing any of this until you have some magical practice under your belt. Only because when you're doing work like this, you want to make sure that you know where you stand. Let's say fear starts taking over you. How do you calm down? How do you balance yourself? There were times that I've worked with a Goetic spirits in the beginning, or if I've never worked with a Goetic spirit, a new Goetic spirit that I've never worked with, I might have the fear in the beginning because I wouldn't know what to expect because of the unknown. How do you deal with this? Well, the first thing I would suggest is what helped me in the beginning and does help me to this day is I've been in contact with my HGA or Holy Guardian Angel. Some people call it a Holy Guardian Angel. Some call it a guiding spirit, a diamond. I'm still trying to figure out if the Holy Guardian Angel and the diamond is actually the same thing, different systems of magic, or it's just different parts of a whole. Every time I've asked magicians about this, some thought one way, some thought another. I have not made my decision yet on that. But anyway, I do suggest before doing any of this work that you should not start invoking Goetic entities. Maybe you should work with some lighter energies just to know how it feels. Anyway, back to trying to ground yourself if fear overtakes you while you are invoking an entity or Goetic spirit. For me, and this is my method, since I am in touch with my Holy Guardian Angel or Diamond, I contact it while I'm invoking the spirit, and it balances everything out. Because it's not the spirit that's bringing me the fear, it's not the Goetic spirit speaking into my mind. It's me putting the image in front, and that is what's causing the fear, which is making everything a lot worse. So that's why I do not suggest for beginners to do this. Now, I do prefer doing invocation than evocation if I know the spirit really well. As I said, it does bring respect. You become friendly with the entity. When it comes to lesser key work, the thing I do not like is constraining the spirit. Some magicians might say, well, you are giving respect because you're using so-and-so, or this is the proper way of doing Goetic magic. First, my opinion, and this is only my opinion. The proper way of doing magic is what works for you. Everything that is written in Goetic books or anything was written by man. And because it was written by man, everybody has their way of thinking, has their way of thought, and has their way of how they are experiencing life. So they make their own system. That system works for them. They put it in a book, and they share that knowledge with someone else. There's multiple systems, multiple ways of doing things. I have my ways of doing things. Some magicians, some other people have different ways of doing things, which is fine. And I love exchanging ideas and thoughts of how everybody does these evocations or invocations. You always learn something new. You always learn, especially if you are having a conversation with a fellow magician or occultist, of what did the spirit tell you? What did the spirit tell me? Now, the spirit may react differently to different people because of how the personality is, how they grew up, and I do take that into account of how the person perceives their reality. So if you're interested in demonolatry, I will post a link to a great Facebook group below in the comments section. You could check it out, see if you like it. If you are interested in lesser key work, there's many great books about that. Of course, everything has their place. Anyway, that's the video. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.